Master yourself. Master the enemy.
So the big thing about Shen is that he can actually be pretty aggressive during the laning phase, especially during the early levels.
See this happening maybe at the Dragon.
Yeah, I mean, I certainly think it could be around Dragon, and it might very well be right now. We'll see if Svenskeren is able to get away. The Stand Unite's coming in.
Flash on Svenskeren. This is the same thing that happened right behind Red when they went for Dragon the first time. Could he be going down? Battle Dance in. The saves are there. And Svenskeren's going to live. No! Unleash power just to range. GA picks up first blood.
Doublelift is coming up, though. They have Hunter
from the flank. He's going to meet GA on the right side. Cosmic Radiance goes down. Doublelift forced to flash out of that one. Actually quite low to start. Gets Condi back. He throws the ultimate down. And that's only going to hit Svenskeren. That could be the kill that WE needs, though, to gain control of this jungle. Biofrost gets unleashed on as well. And it's 2 kills coming in for WE.
And it's
WE knowing when they could attack. Figuring there was just the amount. Ooh. Another shot from Bjergsen. I was going to say just the right amount of people there to fight, but Bjergsen knew just the right amount of damage.
Really where he's able to shine. He's considered by many analysts the best AD carry and China, but hits the engage.
Oh, straight through. Biofrost trying to charm up the entire team. WE, and he's got a few. It looks like they got the number on Ben as well. Goes down a double kill for Bjergsen, and now they're going to be looking for Condi, one of the tankiest members. They drop him, and Baron is in the eyes of TSM. It might already be.
That ultimate from Svenskeren was incredible. He split Ben up from GA, denying the Taric ultimate from coming through, allows them to get Syndra. They are teaming in, and they're going to secure this with the Gragas. TSM is looking to get a stranglehold on this game.
Gragas in the Cho'Gath. Condi can't even make it close. Beautiful job by TSM by holding off on the damage and making sure Condi is at range.
Team against the Cho'Gath, he's always going to be disadvantaged.
Hanser is hungry. 9 stacks, no champions, and he's looking for some dinner. 3-3 here. Team WE. Featherstorm start from Mystic. Cosmic Radiance goes down. It's going to get just a few of the members. Shie's on the backside, unprotected, and that may be the focus. Hanser hits him. The entire team collapses. Shie's down. Ben tries to run out here. Mystic on the top side. Beautiful damage coming in from him. The focus is perfect. Svenskeren low. Biofrost goes in for another attack. Featherstorm
at the resets.
But Doublelift has found the resets, and he says, "Here we go, TSM."
TSM find themselves the ace. They rip through Team WE, and they have their eyes on the base to get themselves another win.
And they will be able to at least get the inhibitor here. We'll see if they can get the inhibitor, then go back for the Baron, because the minion wave is not yet here. So this will take them some time, and we'll see if they decide to try to go for Nexus first or retreat back to the Baron. The Baron would certainly be the safer option here, but they might want to try to risk it.
Look at those death timers, though. Doublelift and Bjergsen just shred through these towers. I don't think Team WE are going to respond in time, and I think TSM are going to take first in the group.
They have a Corki, they have a Tristana, they're the demolition team, and TSM will sit atop of Group D, 2-0, starting off the 2017 World's Group Stages.
TSM demonstrating that they can match the team fighting of the LPL squads. Team WE praised so much for their ability to fight, but it was always TSM finding the right fights for them, utilizing the Rakan to set up the engages, playing around the map very patiently, and as you rightly said, Azelle, just respecting the win conditions of their opposition to get a very clean game overall.
And I think that TSM showed an excellent understanding of the strengths and weaknesses of that Taric. So obvious as a pick in this meta where there are so many tank top laners,
like right
but
now,
Power of Evil is.
They're trying to challenge this blue buff right now.
Whoa, Maple with interesting pathing there to see what he can find, and he finds himself 6 feet under. First blood for Power of Evil.
Great play there from Maxwell and Power of Evil. Full commitment as well.
Through mid, they cut off the entrance from Flashwolves, who are now looking for a fight.
The bait, Pillar goes out, Shockwave, that's going to be a big damage on MMD. He goes down before he can provide the damage or get a bite down. Betty's now the focus as he flashes away and control.
Moving towards the back.
Oh, the question is, can they get Carson? They can chase down Carson. They might be able to go for the Baron here, and he is looking like he is in trouble, but Flash Wolves are going to be pushing up mid.
Karsa getting taken down. That's going to be Betty and Sword out on the mid lane turret. Alfari
has no flash and is very vulnerable without it.
MMD as well cannot get in. They're going to turn a beautiful choice on the fight, and Max Lord could go down. Great shields to keep him alive, and that made Flash Wolves step one step further. Maple has to get out now. Betty's out of mana and can only use the short-range gun as Misfits are looking for power in the mid lane.
No flash on Betty!
They get the shockwave onto him as well. He goes down. That's a quick Silver Sash. It doesn't even keep him alive as they try to get the Knight's Vow damage in from Karsa. Maple is roaming around.
Carson would have to look for a miracle steal, but Power of Evil is zoning him out. This will be a Misfits Baron.
Going to need it. Every lane has been pushed. They're still getting spikes and gold from the turrets, and Misfits really needed to recoup here. A great Baron. Oh, Howling Gale kind of gives away their positioning. A very nice pillar.
Split though,
Stops into one shockwave onto Karsa. That's going to be the knockdown from him as Power of Evil comes up with the kill. Maple still trying to stay on the side. Can't get the firing in, and Flash Wolves cannot answer back.
Yeah, and again, Betty got split from the team, had to run the long.
Take advantage, but Misfits, they shred through this Baron. They're gonna get the empowered recalls, and they extend their them trying to end this game. They're taking it slow, they're taking it patient. They do not want to run any risks, as Misfits are well on their way to becoming the first European team to get their win at the World's Group Stage.
Down to 6,000 immediately. That's half the Baron's health. They actually don't want to chance it. Maple could be really firing in the damage from the side. MMD so far behind, but they don't have that vision just of him yet. They get the Baron, not a problem. They're heading top 2.5 waves as they approach. MMD looking for that rupture that would stop. Whoa, they get a hit onto Han Sama. Flashback, beautiful cleanse there to keep himself alive. The cast did not do much, and they shut down Karsa as he tries to get in. Maple is almost melee range before firing damage onto Han Sama. Very scary stuff from Flash Wolves as they are losing the inhibitor turret and trying to defend with everything they have left.
Betty just cannot hit through these tanks. He is trying his best to do that much work, but unfortunately...
Oh, they're TPing in behind. They're actually trying to cut the wave here.
This is going to be huge. Maple's going to be flying through, damage onto Max Lore. It's going to be Alfari as well. He says, this is our side of the map. Get back over there. And now Misfits have repositioning again on that top lane. Betty backing up, kiting as much as possible to clear out the waves before they approach the turret. They only have that seed. A hit on Sama. That's without the cleanse. It's 1-2. Can they rinse and repeat? Max Lore and the rest of the team behind their AD carry, behind Han Sama as he respawns on the Guardian Angel. And they're going to be looking for the win. Does Europe find it here? 46 minutes in. Misfits almost doubling the time of their first game here as they persevere through Flash Wolves.
And there's the power of the Nash's tooth. Power of Evil gets the kill down on the Betty. They've got their eyes on the Nexus, and Misfits are looking for their first win at World.
Karsa's back up though. Maple is still alive. There are some very low health bars on Misfits. Will they commit for this?
Last Nexus turret in their eyes. Karsa on the right side. Max Lore says, I give up my life for this, and tries to put himself in front. Karsa low on health. It's going to be Maple as well. Dives into the middle. Misfits have locked down the victory. Misfits are looking at the Nexus, and they will pull out the win at the 2017 group stage.
The European LCS is going to grab their first win from the unlikeliest of sources. Misfits. So many people underestimating them. They pick up a big win against Flash Wolves here. Considered the underdogs by almost everyone in this group, and really showing it may not be just that three-man race. It's four. Everyone is in the running for these top two spots.
And you've got to feel happy for the rookie squad. This is the first time that any of these players have made it to the World Championship. Power of Evil has been trying for a very long time with many different teams, but it is with all these young players that they're able to do it in the middle lane as well. But I feel like that you heard Max Lore talking about how at breakfast they all sit together, they all talk about the performance that they've been having.
Berg's making the roam up though. He has the Realm Warp, and they can go for this. Trundle ult is popped.
Just going to be in range, expect to get a few chomps down himself. Takes a bite out of Crime, and the kill goes over. You expect in that top side, Trick and Crash meet each other in the jungle. Looks like Trick's going to
powerful engage if they can just find it. There's not really much of that.
Realm Warp again, right onto Crash, and it looks like that is going to happen. Japone very low. Monsoon goes down with both summoners, so that means they do not have much siege protection.
Off, TP coming in from Expect.
Yeah, they're looking to get flanked, and Fenerbahce is actually split up here. They could be in trouble.
Dropping the minions in the mid-wave, so they make sure that G2 may not have something to push, but they'll go right for Baron if they can take the fight. Thaldrin goes down. The 50-50's only with Crash now, and the Smite. Expect stands tall on the front line. On the other side of the wall. Man mode for him as he pushes Crash over. And we'll see if Crash can get himself back in. The flash is up, so he can pretty much deny any of that positioning, but over the wall goes G2 for Crash, and the Baron will go into the hands of G2 Esports. Trick and Middy to do the rest of the damage there. Hopefully, they have enough damage there, getting a little ahead of themselves. Overzealous, G2 goes for too many kills and almost lose their team doing Baron.
So G's already beating him there.
now G2 at the Baron, but they're looking for mid, but here comes
the
the
flank. Righteous Glory, eyes on Sven on the back line. Crash straight to him, expecting Trick now in the front. Sven turns around to start firing, and that is going to be a dead Crash. Trick pops up Thraldred, enough shots could be the end of him as Burst enters from the side with a flash. And now, without blinking, they continue the fight. Patton and Sven 1v1, blasted back with a buster shot. And a Cathy, it won't surprise anybody on this one. G2's in the base.
Really good engage from Crash, but just too late into the game. G2 are far too strong, and they're going to go to a nearly perfect game against 1907 Fenerbahce.
Both teams coming in 0-1. There had to be a victor in the group, and G2 makes a bit of a statement for themselves here, climbing towards the top, looking for a 1-2 position here in Group C. They take down the final Nexus turret, and they will have the Nexus. 8-0, 32 minutes in. G2 take the victory over 1907 Fenerbahce.
EU 2-0 on the day, boys. That's it. We're back. We're coming for groups.
And you have to ask, no, I'm not going to say that. But, either way, G2 turning in a good performance here. They can be happy about this one. Back-to-back wins from Europe, playing around the Trundle, I think, very well in both games. And if you weren't thinking the Trundle was going to be a big part of the tournament after the Misfits game, I think you have to be really recognizing the power of this pick now, even if it's just something that's changing how people play in picks and bans. Because you can answer Trundle, but just not really with tanks. It's so hard in those 1v1s as someone like...
They're going to choose to flex it, so maybe not an expectation. We did see a fair few flexes in the play-ins, of course, of Worlds, where Galio was...
The BF sword to take turrets. They might be diving.
Kube's
This Maokai.
He's got no flash. This could be a kill here. Gundler and sealed. Oh, great! Again, the Twisted Events dodges out some of the damage, but again, they're going to keep diving away. Too much. Take the MLHG. Does get healed. And Monsoon protects himself, and now Kube has his flash back up. Let me going to take the next one, but it's not enough. Uzi finally grabs first blood.
That right now, this is still an absolutely brutal game. That's a worry,
Never
though.
mind. Flash out. That's a kill for Xiaohu.
The curse, just as we start to call the...
As RNG spending all this time
Wow!
down.
Uzi just went in onto Kube there, but now they're going to maybe catch him out. The tornado was good for the knockup. Kube going to get knocked back again, and he's down. Uzi grabs his second kill of the game.
The 1-3-1 was great, except for when Cube goes to clear it towards the Drake itself. RNG will have no idea.
What a flank here by Xiaohu and MLXG. Actually, a stun lands on the core JJ. Ulti lets him rip, and Uzi gets the kill. Now jumps in on towards Ambition, going to try and clean one up. That's it.
Uzi.
Uzi grabs the double kill. Going to keep moving forward. Stun lands it. Oh my god, Uzi! Triple kill. He's not going to get it all, but he might grab the quadra. Kube gets out of the way, and RNG smashed the T5.
Like a piece of paper right there. He killed him so fast. Got the resets, caught Samsung completely off guard. They did not expect that kind of damage, and now RNG has control. With the John. And one fight is all it took for the Twitcher Con to get back.
There they go. Cataclysm against her. Huge knocker there in the ball. Xiaohu takes that ruler. Everybody's dead. He gets the double. Uzi leaps in to grab it, and it's only Crown left.
And RNG is not EDG today. This is a big...
Gonna tank the front. Next to on the left is the stun lands on the Crown of Seas. Forced to flash away. Uzi leaps on. They want it. They want it all. Gonna try and grab the ace. Uzi can't quite get him in the fountain, but the Nexus turret is dead. And RNG send a message. Take down Samsung.
11-0. That is our third shutout in a row here at Worlds. When these teams start winning, they do not let up. And this one was Uzi getting so damn far ahead, and the rest of the team not being afraid to just go. That's what we talk about RNG. They do not give a damn about who they're playing against. They do not care if the game can turn around against them. They'll go for it. They did, and they won.
And we saw a very methodical early game as well to set all of that up. We said it had to be around mid lane and jungle. Well, it ultimately was just around the jungle position with them
Making the other tank that Westo isn't here to play. I feel like in some small way, this is a bit of an homage. Faker's saying, come on, next
So
time.
this is where the CS lead usually freezes in Fizz versus Cinder matchups because the kill threat is so high. Usually the Cinder just has to let the Fizz beat.
Charlie has run bot instead. They're going to try and get a lead there. Wolf looks to be in trouble. Gets ulted, and that's first blood.
Everything thrown right before Wolf.
Chase.
Teleport.
Yeah, flash in as well. Albus wants it. Gets the tornado knockup very quickly.
Wolf,
Ziv
no summoners.
is here now. Good old Peanut is going to be the first one. Flash, roots him, backs him back in. Arcade back flash. A beautiful combo by Ziv as Mountain takes down down Wolf.
I'm actually amazed Peanut lived. All right about this game. And now they're going to dive Ziv.
Time to dive Ziv, got a lot of health, but maybe not a whole lot left. Man, I'm pretty low as well, as he's gonna get stunned up. Twisted advance not enough, as the permafrost stuns him, and Faker gonna try and nab the last hit, but it's Hooney with a nom 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 that grabs it.
Yeah, very good from Hooney to secure it. If he uses the ult, gets to make a play.
I mean, they're just gonna keep cycling in here. It's now Mountain who's next up. Why is he there?
Round 2, gets silenced, gets done. Goodbye, sweetheart Mountain. Oh no, it looks like a disaster. Faker's gonna grab it.
And nothing AHQ is doing in response to that. Very dazed, it seems, in their response to that play.
Freebie! Joey picks up Peanut in the brush.
Everyone gets some gold in this game. It was a bit of a first. Chowie's trying to rotate, may get caught in rotation.
Good juke back. Faker though still gonna run it in. Great ult, but a good start. Gonna land on the two. Faker a little low. Does point him up for a little bit of extra movement speed. The cast maybe not what he wanted. His bang unleashes with the ultimate. AHQ forced to run away as Peanut. Wild Growth still tanky on the front line, but a stun lands in, finds two. Faker getting clipped again. Mountain though the one to pick up Peanut as Ziv. Another great TP. Hooney flashes as the twisted event connects back onto him. Arcane smash back into the team. Hooney, he wants to feast on something, but he'll feast on death.
Just another play turned around.
Which is why they want SKT to make mistakes coming to them.
Ooh. He was spotted by the super, but this is way too late.
Yeah, Chowie just got spotted, but that's not enough. SKT, a very rare mistake. Just give away the Baron.
We're saying a lot of Bang is super patient with his ultimate. If AHQ does go too far in, Bang's going to open up. Faker also has flank.
Albus, I think, also trying to block it. He only grabs Mountain. He wants it on, but the damage is good. Faker back in Ziv. Now going to peel the fizz up after he troll balls. Chowie landed a Chowie for a Peanut. Nothing. Hooney. Oh my God. Feast on for about 50% of his health, and now Faker going to dive back in. Immune the ult from Chowie. Faker. So good at this game.
That's the team fight that they're thinking about. They did just get the one carry, but the question is, what do you do after? They're chasing down Ziv.
Well, Ziv, he's going to have a lot of CC to contend with a TP in from Faker as well. Gonna try and collect this kill. Ziv gonna knock him back, but he eats barely, not a rupture as Faker dives back in. Burst is good, and see you later, Ziv. Eventually, rupture lands. Faker grabs it, and SKT find themselves a fight.
Faker used the pull, otherwise he will react every time. It's HQ forcing SKT wasn't in position.
Very big play here. Peanut maybe looking for the steal.
Try steal.
He's getting in. Somebody to get the Drake. Big stun there. Lands it onto Ard again. He goes back to Peanut. He took the Elder Drake. Fish lands in, but Immune, but oh my God, Hooney. So much damage onto Ard, but he's maybe gonna live. Trying to steal. Oh my God. Bro, he can't do a Bang. Manages to find the snipe. A double kill for Bang. Chowie gonna die down as well. SKT get it all.
Exactly the fight they wanted. They get AHQ.
Everything with it.
Well, Inhibitor turret down. Inhibitor gonna follow, and SKT will charge forward and move to first in this group. Nexus turret number 1 is gonna fall. AHQ will barely make it back and likely will not respawn as SKT just turn their base into dust. Once again, undefeated here in the group.
Yeah, when you look at this at the end of the week, you'll see SKT 3-0. Assume no surprises, but this was quite a journey for SKT to make it to 3-0. The 10,000 gold deficit they had against EDG yesterday, and the 39-minute game against AHQ here, which is longer than many people expected. But at the end of the day, they knew they'd outscale and outperform the late-game team fights, and AHQ was without a purpose for much of that mid to late game. So another win for SKT.
And we did see moments, that's always the takeaway. AHQ had moments of brilliance as well with their composition coming into play, with individual and hit Varus build as well, so just trying to mix up that damage.
Means Contrast gets to keep farming.
Reminder there from Scout, actually unleashes the Connie, but Jensen now has his ulti contact here to make it happen in the setup! Oh, no Scout! Good flash, but that's not enough. Jensen gonna grab the first blood.
Yeah, awkward flash from Scout, almost not necessary in the end because he was still flashing.
Getting some items, so right now bot lane is gonna start it up. Mako missing that knockup, but Clearlove very sneaky is there, but Contract now in the mid lane. This could prompt lots of action as Shen. He's gonna roam in as well. A great cleanse up, but it's not enough as Impact taunts down and kills Scout.
It's a party, and Impact has so much pressure in that lane.
Boy, what a huge chain of corruption! Smoothie get a flash and try and get up a Clearlove. Dunks him for the kill.
And the immediate river area is all of the focus.
Fight gonna start. Mako wants Jensen, but the Shen ult is gonna protect him. shield is good. Clear now maybe in trouble. Cataclysm's over. Nowhere else to go, and Impact grabs a kill. Now Mouse, who did TP in, is looking for something, but that's just one for six. Ulti there onto contracts by Shen. Sneaky moving forward. Cena want to turn this back around. Mako with a great dash back away. Mouse is here. Contract now forced to flash out of the way. The Featherstone is going to really take us. Clears up for the Dark Eye. Does it to take out Sneaky and Impact. He's too far forward. Forced to flash as Jensen lands a nice two-man sub at EDG. It was Scout. Flashes in. Aggression so much from this man. As the Riptail now been summoned by Contracts, that's a bit of an odd one in the middle of the fight.
He puts a top lane, says, please deal with that, don't keep chasing us, and now he's back in.
Oh, onto Mouse perhaps there. The Ruse could have worked a stun in onto that. The ulti from Jensen is enough onto Mouse.
Yeah, not just...
Getting
hello.
Scout.
All right, well, he pops the calling. Sneaky, though, going to keep
He's
moving.
still
And
stuck.
Jensen's here as well. Contracts, never mind, he's also there. And Jensen, I think he's just going to work for the kill. Stun lands in, and Contracts, he's the lucky man today.
That's not just the duo lane of C9.
That's the ult ready. Contracts maybe is the pick. Cataclysm lands for the shield again, and Zaya just turns back around for the damage of Mako. A big knock up there, finds two with the Featherstorm. Who's going to protect the carry? Scout gets one as Mouse eats Contracts for the first kill of the team fight.
They keep getting these picks, and EDG, I don't think they want to...
In the face of effectively 3 carry champions, a great stuff from Jensen. Leap in Impact with a massive taunt, and Jensen grabs the insta double kill. Clear does not live as Jensen. He's going to grab the triple Contract, taking a lot of heat, but he lives just barely by a shield from Smoothie. And Impact back to protect his team. Amazing play.
Baron, and there is no way EDG can get in here. They have no chance, and a big lead and time window for C9 to try opportunities to get into this. They require something special.
This might be it, at least to start it off. The turret goes down, but Impact's in a 1v2 that he cannot survive. Inhibitor still goes down though. That's a worth trade for Cloud9.
Yeah, they commit a lot.
That's what EDG wants.
They got to fight here.
Make a good straight in, get a good double knock of Ivo as well. Follows the ulti in, the roots are good, but everybody lives through it. Walker, there's too much. Scout, I'm going to shut that down. Feathers through. Sneaky, still going to try and make the play. This sire is big. C9 respect that Mouse needs to find something here, but he just can't.
It's to push them away, but he's in trouble.
Yep, Feathers through again. So much damage to these
Oh,
two.
no.
Damage shields, Impact. Barely going to miss that taunt, but C9 undeterred. Scout back into the mix, and Sneaky does manage to kill Mouse. Sneaky, though, still living. Smoothie, no ult, but he has the shield. Sneaky again just going off in this team by the Contract. A step too far, perhaps, the Spirit Refuge.
Scout really wants more, but that Baron, Clearlove might be going for a steal.
Oh, Clearlove, he's trying to get it, but a great taunt from Impact will stop that. Sneaky gets the last hit on the Baron, and C9 back on the power play.
Kronz flashes up. It's going to happen in the next few seconds if it's ever going to happen.
2 minutes, that's the Baron. Mako goes in, needs to make the play, but all the shields in. Sneaky getting over Jensen. That's the Dreams crush. Mako dead, Clearlove dead. Everybody from EDG is just falling down. An Impact, he may have died, but Cloud9 today, they will pick up their victory. 2-1 now in this group. And the fans here will be disappointed, but Cloud9 will take the win.
Yeah, C9 does not have to play to the crowd at Worlds. 2-1 in the group stage as their week 1 concludes. And this one ended like almost all of their victories have ended. They've taken that early lead, they've played it well, and they'll find a way to get the initiations when necessary to close it out. Impact, to me, was the standout player.
Impact and Jensen, the solo laners of Cloud9, had a standout performance. That 7,000 damage team fight pretty much just sealed the whole game for them. Yes, they had the...